Hey, what's going on? Ed Fletcher here, and I thought I'd just jump on and talk a little bit about 1 year after George Floyd. And I'm not sure where you all were a year ago, but I was at home and the images started showing, and at first, like, you don't know if you want to look at it because it felt like you've already been through so much. But eventually I clicked on and was horrified, and my first response was to tell people on Facebook that be prepared, that I was about to be on edge. And I think that was a collective response of a lot of people of color, and especially black people. And I didn't know what was going to happen or when it was going to happen, but when the protests started happening in Sacramento, or I got wind of it, I knew I needed to be out there to show people what was happening and to amplify the message as a journalist. And over the year, I've been talking about race and journalism and trying to share and hopefully enlighten some people. And I hope I've made some friends along the way. And if I've made some people uncomfortable or some enemies, then that's okay too, because that's all part of the struggle. I hope that we make progress, and you can see that some changes have been made in some law enforcement agencies and in some cities, and including some changes here in Sacramento and Sacramento County. But by and large, the issue has become politicized and entrenched, and that's something that's a shame. We should all want that our law enforcement systems work for all people. We should all want that our educational systems work for all people, and we should all want that our housing systems work for all people. Seeing people in the street or having a group of people that are less successful than other groups of people isn't good for a democratic society. And I hope that we can all continue to strive to improve our systems of righteousness as we go forward. I hope that we use this day to reflect on where we are, where we want to be, and the road ahead. We're obviously not done yet, and I hope that even those that hadn't heard the message yet can open their ears over time, open their minds, and begin to absorb what we're talking about. I appreciate everybody who has supported me, either by liking or sharing, amplifying the message, or supporting me on Patreon. I am working part-time at Cap Radio now, but it is part-time. So I appreciate the additional support, and I'll continue to have this conversation and do interviews about race and the struggle. It's not going to change without our effort, so I'm glad to be a part of it. All right, that's all I'm going to say today. Thanks a lot, and keep it up, ever forward.